We just got this in. So there is a press conference, North Carolina State Senator there in Guilford County. I believe that's in downtown Greensboro. I can't say that. That's in front of the Civil Rights Museum, International Civil Rights Museum there in downtown Greensboro. Let's see the old Woolworths sign right there. So right now there's a press conference regarding what they're saying is a wrongful ICE detention. Let's take a listen into what's being said. I believe this press conference is still happening.
Let's see here. That'd be quick.
While we're waiting, thank you everyone for coming. This is really heartwarming. I'm very supportive and appreciative of everyone coming out today. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna leave mine on the podium if that's cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry.
All right, so it looks like they're just changing speakers, micing up another person. Just to give you a background, State Senator Michael Garrett is holding this press conference with Mohamed Naser's attorneys after, quote, his release was blocked. Again, this is a press conference that's happening right now. Let's take a listen in to learn a little bit more of what's going on.
We need to bring Mo home. So ICE claims that they detain and deport the worst of the worst. But as of June 14th, around 65 of detainees had no criminal record. And further, more than 93% of them have not been convicted of any violent crime. So this is why this week's veto override of House Bill 318, the Criminal Illegal Alien Enforcement Act, is so painful. And while we're here to talk about Mo, we must talk about that bill because it is deadly and hurtful and absolutely atrocious that the veto was overridden. Our legislator has seen the barbarity of the Trump administration's actions against American immigrants and decided to make it even worse this week. This bill does nothing to punish criminals. It just terrorizes our immigrant communities. So let's be clear. Again, the title of the bill is the Criminal Illegal Alien Enforcement Act. Mo is not a criminal. The only thing on his record, as Senator Garrett said, is a dismissed traffic citation. Mo is not illegal. No human being is illegal, first off, but let alone one who has followed the immigration process to the T. Mo is not an alien. He is a father, a husband, a neighbor. He is respected and loved by all of us here in Greensboro and across North Carolina. I am devastated that House Bill 318 has become law, for I know that Mo's story is not unique these days. I am committed to protecting immigrants like Mo and his family. We must bring him home. I am here to support you all. Again, Mo's case is not unique, unfortunately, but Senator Garrett and I and the rest of the Guilford delegation are standing together and fighting this. And again, we thank you all for coming today. So now I would like to introduce Maria Rosales. She's the Executive Director of Faith Action International, who has partnered with us for almost 30 years to protect our immigrant and refugee community. Thank you.
So I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, we got you. Your time. If you have a pocket, you can just clip that on for me.
Oh, it's not a real pocket. I can put it on my pants.
That right there. Run that behind you.
Okay. Am I good? All right. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you. As was said, I'm Maria Rosales, Executive Director of Faith Act. You can't hear me? Can someone help? Just speak up. Okay. I'm Maria Rosales, Executive Director of Faith Action International. That means that every day I get to work with wonderful people, immigrants and children of immigrants. We serve and advocate for and alongside immigrants and refugees. And I also get to work with immigrants and refugees among our volunteers, staff, and board members. I'm also the child and grandchild of immigrants. So the idea that immigrants are people to be feared and excluded instead of welcomed and appreciated has never made sense to me. Today I'm here to give a short, stark message. Mohamed Naser deserves to be at home. His family deserves to have him at home. His neighbors deserve to have him at home. His co-workers deserve to have him at home. And we all deserve to live free from fear of masked people who refuse to identify themselves when they grab people without warrant or explanation. Think about it. If we were to design a political system for freedom and equality, would we have masked people with guns grabbing people off the street without warrants? Is that part of a system of freedom and equality? No. Would we keep people locked up for weeks, far from their friends and family, when they've not done anything wrong? No. It is even clearer than it used to be that justice for immigrants and refugees is a crucial part of justice for all of us. Thank you so much for being part of the solution to this huge problem. There are a lot of resources on the side of ignorance, power hunger, and cruelty. But there are more of us, and we have truth and love and justice on our side. We can do this together. Thank you. Oh,
Sorry.
I forgot to introduce Jeremy McKinney, who is one of our most trusted immigrant attorneys and is an amazing person.
All right. Good afternoon. I'm Jeremy McKinney, a local immigration attorney right down the street in Fisher Park, and a past president of the American Immigration Lawyers Association. Our association has spent our professional lives, our members inside courtrooms, at the Capitol, and communities across this country working to make the Constitution's promise of due process real for every person, no matter their birthplace. I'm also a new member of the legal team led by my friend Helen Parsonage. Last night, I would like to announce that we filed a lawsuit in the Middle District of Georgia on behalf of Mohamed Naser. It's already been said a few times, but it is worth repeating. Mr. Naser is a longtime Greensboro resident, a married father of 5 with 0 criminal history. He has also never been in this country unlawfully, not one day. After ICE arrested, interrogated, and shipped him to a private, for-profit prison 500 miles from home, Helen sought his release. An immigration judge reviewed the evidence, found he posed no danger to the community and that he was not a flight risk, and ordered his release on bond. Money, his friends, these folks, attempted to post the same day. Instead of honoring that lawful order, ICE invoked an obscure automatic stay regulation. a regulation that lets an ICE attorney overrule an immigration judge with a one-page form. No hearing, no facts, no neutral review. That is not law. That is a regulatory shortcut over the statute and our constitutional rights. Now, our lawsuit is simple. Number one, Congress never authorized this gimmick. The Immigration and Nationality Act lets immigration judges set bond. It does not give an ICE lawyer a veto power. Number two, the Constitution requires procedural fairness. Liberty can only be taken after a fair hearing. Mohamed had that hearing and he won. Keeping him locked up tramples the Fifth Amendment. 3, civil detention cannot be used to punish. Let me repeat that. Civil detention cannot be used to punish. Yet this administration, which transfers people like Mohamed hundreds of miles from their homes, from their loved ones, to often overcrowded and dangerous facilities. Has anyone ever heard of somewhere called Alligator Alcatraz? These places in the middle of nowhere, this administration has made clear cruelty is the point. And the Constitution happens to forbid it. It is unconstitutional. I want to be crystal clear. This administration loves the word illegal. They use it to label and dehumanize humans every single day. Well, make no mistake. The only illegal thing happening here is Mohamed Naser's detention. I want to thank the hundreds of neighbors, faith leaders, and advocates who have rallied around this cause. Your support has kept hope alive for Mohamed's family, his wife, his 5 children. I especially thank Senator Michael Garrett for shining light on this injustice. And with that, I would like to turn this over to my temporary boss, Attorney Helen Parsonage.
Thank you, sir.
You got it.
I got the filter ready for you. There you go.
All right. Whoop.
Actually, do you mind if I put that
No,
right
of course.
there?
Go ahead. Whatever works.
And then if you'll...
There we go.
Perfect.
Good afternoon. My name is Helen Parsonage. I am an immigrant and an immigration attorney. Based out of Winston-Salem, and I'm very proud to be Mo's attorney. It's been an earth-shattering couple of weeks for Mo, his family, and this community. We are all shocked and outraged by this naked and unlawful display of power by ICE in our community. It's hard to believe that it's only 2 weeks ago that I got a frantic call from a community member who's here today. He was racing to a house telling me that ICE was trying to force their way in and grab someone. That someone turned out to be Mo. 2 weeks ago, these unidentified men tried to snatch Mo from his home, but his family stood by their right to refuse entry and to refuse to answer questions. They knew to ask for badges, ask for identification, ask for warrants, ask for anything to show what authority these individuals had to stick a boot in their front door and refuse to leave for over an hour. Not a single one of those items was ever or has ever been produced. 2 weeks ago, this group of men who refused to provide any identification or any authority detained Mo as he was in between jobs at local restaurants where he fixes the equipment. They gave him no reason, no warrant, no badges, no ID, nothing. They arrested our Libyan neighbor without a warrant and questioned him about his ties to Iran. Let me be clear, Mo is not Iranian. He has no ties to Iran, no knowledge of things Iranian. But even if he were, his detention would be wrongful and immoral. Within hours, and in my experience this was extraordinarily quick, he was shipped to the infamous Stewart Detention Center in Georgia, an 8-hour drive from his family. 3 days ago, in that same detention center courtroom, the judge looked at the evidence that we provided. They heard arguments from us about why he should be released. Many of you were there. Many of you heard the judge comment on how much support he had and what an impression that made on her. The government attorney was there trying to argue that Mo was a danger to the community. Apparently he was rude to these men. I called them bad men. That was from a government lawyer. But the judge heard all of this, she weighed it, and she determined he should be granted bond. That same day, this community came together with that money and it was posted. Excuse me. Right after, 2 days ago, now we're just 2 days past, ICE pulled a rarely used dirty trick, and I'm going to call it a dirty trick, out of their bag of dirty tricks when they filed a notice of appeal invoking an automatic stay of Mo's release, a move that can only be understood as vindictive. I cannot believe with a straight face that that ICE attorney really, truly believes that the judge's determination that Mo is not a danger to community was wrong. They could not look me in the face and tell me that. And in fact, when they file this, they don't have to give any
You're watching Live Impact News on WCNC Plus. I'm Nick Sturtevant. We are at a few minutes at the bottom of the hour here, 1:33. All right, so right now you're watching a press conference live in downtown Greensboro. So State Senator Michael Garrett is holding this press conference. So let me paint the picture in the release that they sent us. So today, members of the North Carolina General Assembly from Guilford County are joining attorneys for Mohamed Naser. Now, ICE agents, what they're saying, wrongfully detained Mohamed Naser, who is a longtime Greensboro resident. And they say that this comes after an immigration judge later ordered his release and supporters posted bond. ICE invoked a rarely used automatic stay to keep him locked up. And that's according to the office of Senator Michael Garrett. So again, there is press conference happening live in downtown Greensboro. You heard the crowd earlier saying free Mo. And we have a breakdown of the case right here on our Live Impact News side panel right there to your left of your screen. So that press conference continues there in downtown Greensboro. Well, we want to come back home because